Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the You Betcha Radio podcast, the coldest podcast in all the Midwest. I am Miles, the You Betcha guy, here with Ryan, the T-shirt guy.
Hello.
We're live and back.
Not live.
Ryan, you know what? I got to commend you.
Go on.
I was complaining about that you weren't wearing any of our merchandise in the last episode that I was here, or 2 episodes ago or whatever, and today you're wearing the Meat Without Feet crew neck.
Meat Without Sweet.
Nice
Hell
job,
yeah.
Ryan.
Yeah. I
Tyler's
take direction
got
where
the-
warranted.
Tyler's got the all black ditch chickens hat. I got to get my hands on one of those. I'm wearing the khaki version of it, and Jerrod's not wearing anything.
Sorry about that.
He's got You Betcha undies on.
Which the public doesn't know about yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, cut that out.
It's got under the covers. right now.
That's fucking top secret.
That's You Betcha After Dark.
So,
Yeah.
guys, you got to go check out the stuff at oubetcha.com. Got a good deal going right now, or is that over?
A phenomenal deal. Up to 60% off. Hoodies, crew necks, long sleeves.
Yep, we got to
Fuck
we
yeah.
got to
Yeah.
we got to clear out inventory before summer hits.
Yep.
We're
It's
making room
almost
for
t-shirt weather.
our shorter sleeved garb.
And if you buy a sweatshirt right now, you'll still be able to wear it easily into June.
Oh God, yeah, yeah. I'll even ship it tomorrow.
Okay,
Mhm.
that's
It's a job description, but yeah,
Yeah.
I'll ship it tomorrow.
Yeah. So go to oubetcha.com, up to 60% off right here, right now. Before we get going, guys, Billy McFarland's doing Fyre Fest 2 again. I don't know if you guys saw this.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
No one
What
can
are we doing?
You can't keep Billy down.
It's like the whole time he was sitting in jail, instead of being like, I should turn my life around, he was like, okay, this is what I did wrong the first time. I for sure will get it right the second time.
Well, he was scamming people from prison.
Was he?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
That was like the end of the documentary. He was doing like phone scams from prison.
Oh, yeah. He was getting people's like emails and shit,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
So he never stopped, even when he was locked up.
No, he says it's all legit though.
Well, that's what he said last
Yeah.
time.
He said.
He said it was legit. You take a man's word.
I mean, everybody deserves.
This is like the Office episode where Michael gets caught in a pyramid scheme. And then he's like, once he realizes it, he's like, I gotta go make a few calls. Ryan has tickets to Fyre Fest 2 right now, and he's like, oh, I gotta go make a few calls.
I think Antonio Brown's the only confirmed like celeb / I don't know what AB is going to be doing there, but I'm pretty sure I saw he's confirmed.
Okay, well, so I found this video that he posted. You just gotta listen to it.
Okay.
This is Billy McFarland, an update for Fyre Fest 2.
What's up, guys? Quick fire update. $2 million tickets are live and for sale right now on our website.
He has $1 million tickets for sale. What could possibly at a concert be worth $1 million? Do they just do they own the concert?
I was gonna say either that or they now just own like a fucking like a concert front property or something.
Yeah, they have to get ownership rights
Yeah, it's something.
to this. Like they have to get a cut of the ticket sales.
So I don't know what that. And then this is
The first public fire ticket sale since our pre-sale last August, which sold out in 24 hours. Since we secured the dates and locations last week, we've been working hard to put together what I think is the best festival lineup of all time. And I'll be sure.
doesn't he not have anyone lined up? It's gonna be.
Again, I only saw Antonio
It's gonna
Brown.
be the best lineup of all time, but he doesn't have anyone lined up yet.
But Antonio Brown's not an act either.
Is he out?
he's
Was he
not
at the
a
jugs
singer.
machine?
Yeah.
That would be funny. Antonio Brown just goes out there and just catches balls out of a jugs machine.
He's just fucking running routes for Billy.
Yeah.
One day ago, is Fyre Festival 2 happening? 2 months out, lineup remains unseen.
Unseen.
Wait, so it's in 2 months?
It's
Yeah.
April 25th. It's happening.
Oh,
That's in less than a month.
Yeah.
Oh my
We
god.
should just watch this clip real quick. I think
Okay,
okay,
you
it's more
got-
context. It's just from the Today Show.
Okay.
Fyre Festival 2 is happening April 25th of 2025. So we're 7.5 months away. We have a private island off the coast of Mexico in the Caribbean.
Obsessed with
Have
islands.
the conversations at least begun with any musical acts?
We haven't booked any talent for Fyre 2. It's going to be just music. For example, Karate Combat, we're in talks with them to set up a pit to have like live fights at Fyre Festival 2.
McFarland says he's already sold 100 tickets at $500 a
Wow.
piece, and packages will go on sale ranging from $1,400 to $1.1 million.
What do you get for $1.1 million?
Yeah, so you will be on a boat. You'll be scuba diving with me. You'll be bouncing around to other islands and other countries on small planes.
You believe someone will pay $1.1 million for a Fyre Festival 2 experience?
So we put applications for the $1 million ticket up a few months ago. We had over 100 people apply.
That's it.
It sounds like why does he sound like a robot?
I don't know.
This psycho.
Oh my God.
He's got to have some sort of, I don't know. I can't diagnose. I'm not a therapist, but there's some disorder going on, right? It's some sort of,
Maybe narcissism.
dissociative narcissism.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you had a bunch of things listed with boxes next to him, he checks all of the boxes.
Yeah, dude.
What's the psychological book that says all the disorders and stuff? There's like a certain like book that has, it's like an encyclopedia of mental disorders.
It's his biography.
They just changed the title
Yeah.
to his biography.
It's biopic.
Yeah, fucking biopic.
the fire in my mind.
Yeah.
Now, I think
Dude.
he's gonna sell a bunch of tickets, he has sold tickets, because it's people like, especially like people who do content. They're like, I want to buy this, even if it's a dumpster fire.
Right.
I'm gonna get great content out of this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But also now, like if he does make it a nice festival, it's like you're kind of going away from your brand.
Mm-hmm.
But also,
I think it should be a running joke that people pay $1,400 and then they get slices of cheese and they sleep in a tent.
I
You
genuinely,
know, like
Or no tent this time.
yeah, maybe no tent. Maybe it's bring your own sleeping bag.
well, like, and I think even if people buy this shit, it's another huge dupe, another disaster, right? He has legal grounds to be like, what did you expect? There's multiple documentaries on what you were gonna get.
Yeah, I think
He
him
could be
saying that
okay.
it's going to be a festival lineup like you've never seen and all that. It's
But-
going to be damn.
'Cause it'll
Have
be
you
nothing
ever
to
seen a
see.
festival lineup with no lineup?
That's true.
yeah.
I guess I've never been to a festival where there's no acts, so that is a lineup like you've never seen
It's
before.
like a
Yeah.
art exhibit.
I think he
Yeah,
might
yeah.
be legally safe this
I
time.
mean,
Yeah.
a lineup you've never seen because no one's ever seen it.
Right.
No one's ever seen nobody.
unseen.
Right? It's,
Also-
it's just unseen.
Also, if you pay $1 million, you'll be on a boat. You'll be scuba diving with McFarland.
With me.
Hopping around. to
He's
different
putting a valuation of scuba diving with him at $1 million.
Very
Like I'd hope
narcissistic.
you would own, like, depending on the boat, maybe own the boat and the puddle jumper.
You
that
think
you're
you'd
hopping
get?
around
You
on.
think you'd get a nice fishing boat for $1 million?
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you could get like probably a 4-seater plane, a nice one for $1 million.
Yeah. Don't you have to get like scuba certified before you go scuba diving?
Yeah,
It has
for sure. Maybe
whole red
maybe
tape.
not in international waters. I don't know.
Yeah, who
Mexico.
knows?
Wouldn't that be funny? The way he goes down again is because he was having people scuba dive without their license or whatever. Like he goes to jail for that.
Gets dinged again.
Yeah.
Yeah, scuba diving under suspension.
Mhm.
I wonder how many people in the next month are gonna have to suck off people just to get water into the festival.
That
Just keep people alive. Hopefully,
was
the
one of the best parts.
hopefully the people that are going took notes and are bringing their own sort of hydration and nutrition with them.
Yeah.
Crazy.
They got jerky and trail mix packs in their backpack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, but I've seen a bunch of clips like him going on podcasts and like the stuff. I watched one podcast. I couldn't find the clip, but basically he started saying a bunch of stuff with his shit grin on his face. And like the podcast interviewers were like getting mad at him. And then he would kind of like realize it was turning on him. And he was like, oh, I just like to get you guys riled up. It was
Mhm.
so uncomfortable.
Yeah. I have a podcast clip kind of similar to that.
Okay,
Not
here we go.
what you said, but it's similar to that.
How much do you owe?
It's like between 26 and 28 million. It kind of changes by the hour.
So you do still have to pay this back?
Yeah, every month I literally have to like give a check back to the investors, and then they get a percentage of all the business revenue too.
Did you ever in your wildest dreams think you'd be in the hole $26 million?
I think it's just past the point of like being tangible, right? It's just so much. So it's, at least for me.
Total hypothetical. I give you $10 million
Yeah.
today,
Mhm.
all through legal means. how long before you could double it?
How long before I can double it? Oh God, I'd probably blow it in like 3 weeks.
Oh, all right. That's not what I
At least
wanted.
I'm honest this time.
That's not what I wanted to hear.
Give it to me. I'm not going to jail.
No.
At least I'm honest this time. He is. What?
How can he be the guy saying that it's gonna be the best lineup ever, and then saying that he's gonna? Why is he so honest with Daniel Tosh?
Yeah, that was. I just
That's the most honest clip I've ever seen of him.
Yeah, he's just gonna blow it on him.
I probably blow it in 3 weeks. It's like, dude, fucking relax.
Mm-hmm.
You were in. How long was he in prison for? Like 8 months or a couple years?
I think he got a couple of years. I'll
You would
look it
think
up.
that maybe you.
He did hit solitary confinement, he said too, during that time.
He's just pissing everyone off.
Well, apparently, like he was trying to do a podcast from jail, and he was like going on the payphone trying to call his
Dude, he got-
producer, and he got thrown in the hole.
He got 6 years, but he served just under 4.
Jesus.
Could be.
And this is what we got after not only jail time, but solitary confinement. We got Fyre Fest too.
I mean,
It's like putting him in jail didn't work.
No, not at all.
So what is the next option for Billy McFarland?
rehab.
Well, no, I mean, I don't even know if that'll work.
The man didn't learn his lesson. He needs to be reprogrammed somehow.
I think he needs to move back in with his parents.
I
I think
think-
his parents got like direct supervision underneath.
He
mom
needs a
and dad.
conservatorship. If there's anyone who needs a conservative, what is it called? A conservative.
Like the Britney Spears
It
thing.
needs a Britney
Yeah.
Spears deal.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's what we need to go to.
Yeah, I mean, well, hey, like the American people will trade McFarland for Britney Spears. Get her out of hers, and we'll throw him back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Just a quick conservatorship
Yeah.
Mhm.
swap.
It's like
1-to-1 trade.
Indiana Jones when he like puts the bag of thing when he takes the
The
thing
sand.
on, the sand. It's just Billy McFarland on there in the conservatory.
conservatorship.
Conservatorship. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. I just can't believe it.
Mhm.
A little teeny bit of me respects it.
I mean,
The man doesn't give up.
Well, he's we're an absolutely anti-backpedaling podcast.
That's true.
And he is the definition of not backpedaling.
Like,
And so maybe he's more like us than we think.
Yeah, he's very principled.
like people
Um,
preach to follow your dreams. Billy McFarland is doing it to a fault.
But also, he said he sends checks to investors every month. $28 million. Even if it was over 28 years, $1 million a year, if he had to pay back, is still $83,333 a month he would have to send to people. Where is he getting that money?
I don't think he
Or
is.
is he just paying every bit of money that he gets?
I saw another clip. He said he's like doing marketing for venture capitalists with startups. That's how he says he's making money now. But
Was
you
he
know,
making like
I don't
80
know.
grand a year?
Exactly. Who knows?
Yeah, he goes into like a startup. He goes into a startup and he's just like, they're a startup for helping mothers track their baby's milk intake. Right?
Yeah.
Like one of those apps,
Yeah.
right? And he's like, I love what you guys are doing, but what if we did a milk festival?
Milk fest.
Milk fest.
Where, okay, now hear me out. All lactating mothers on an island.
First of all, it has to be on an island.
Yes.
It can't be on a mainland of any sort. It
And
can't be landlocked.
No.
It needs to be the opposite. It can't even be on a peninsula.
We're gonna do
It
it.
needs to have water on all sides. of
No.
it.
We're gonna do it on an island in a lake of milk.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
And we'll sell $10 million things, $10 million tickets. And if they buy that, they'll get to literally milk me. you buy a $10 million ticket. They'll be on a boat.
Okay.
Gotta be on a-
And then
Yeah.
and then whoever buys that $10 million ticket can just go right from the tap.
Well, I have
Can
nipples.
just-
Can you milk me? Greg?
Yeah, just I will go on hormone treatment and I will develop boobs and I will produce milk for the $10 million one. What do you guys think? And they're like, we'll give you all the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they'll have a lineup of lactation consultants like you've never seen.
Yeah, we had a lineup of lactation consultants. Because like when you have a baby, there's like, they have like coffee things in town where
Yeah.
like women can go
Yeah, yeah.
and talk to a
Meetups.
lactation.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like, he's like, we're going to do that, but we're going to do it on an island and we're going to charge everyone $1,500 to show up.
Yeah, they show up.
And they're all,
around-
them and their babies are all going to sleep out underneath the stars.
yeah. These ladies show up around coffee, like, and this festival they're gonna show up around the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take it to the next.
Ja
level.
Rule will be there for whatever reason.
Ja Rule will be there. Yeah.
My favorite part of that documentary, my favorite part of that documentary is when they're like talking about when like the next terrible thing would pop up of like, well, we don't have this. They said like, because they were just like on a yacht. Billy would just get on his jet ski and disappear for like an hour.
Run away.
and then just show back up and be like, all right, we're gonna do this, this, and this. I don't know why that's so funny to me. Okay, Billy, got some bad news, and then he's like, just hold on a sec. He just puts his life jacket on.
Fuck, we're out of gas. The 8th time I've taken this out today.
Yeah. It's like a kid running away from home.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He needs to be under the supervision of his mom and dad.
Yeah. Needs something.
Dude, what happened to this kid as a kid? What happened to Billy McFarland as a kid that he is the way he is?
He just read a shit ton of Tom Sawyer and thought that that was real life, that he could just con people into doing whatever he wanted.
Probably true.
Mm-hmm.
Like if he wrote a book, like legitimate, like just laid out all of his issues and what happened, he may be able to pay back that $28 million.
At least more than he can being a marketing guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he should. No, that wouldn't work. A autobiography, not gonna work, Ryan.
Okay.
He needs to make his own version of the art of the deal. He needs to lay out his philosophy. That would be
The Art of the Steal.
Sure.
correct.
You take the cover from The Art of the Deal and you just swap his face in.
Mhm.
Just
But-
cross out
Well,
deal.
But he
Yeah,
would.
just swap.
It would be him on a boat next to an island.
That's true. Yeah,
With the jet
with the
ski
jet
in the
ski.
background.
Yep.
He probably has wrote a book. He probably wrote a book from jail.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
This is a classic though. Anyone that goes to Fyre Fest, there could be no complaining.
No.
Exactly.
Right? It's like
Yeah.
fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. That's what's happening here. If you go to Fyre Fest too,
Billy McFarland, known for the disastrous Fyre Festival, attempted to write a book and create a podcast while in prison, but was punished for these attempts with solitary confinement.
okay, there we go.
So he did try to write the book.
So that is one thing that stopped him from doing something.
Yep.
Solitary confinement.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe he's in with the cartels. That's why they're going on to Mexico.
Maybe.
Could be in with the cartels.
It's not that far-fetched.
It could have. I mean, it could have all like the festival.
He's an industry plant for cartels.
Yeah. All the patrons, they could just be doing his dirty work for him. You know?
Who are the people funding this? It's got to be.
No one's funding it. That's the problem with the first one.
He's got like people working. He says that he's working with like
got a
official
lineup
people.
we've never seen.
That's what he
Tyler.
said last time too.
What if there is people backing Fyre Fest too? You know, it's basically just a dinner for schmucks situation.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Festival for
super rich people be like, all right, we're gonna play a round of golf. Whoever loses has to invest in Fyre Fest too. They're like, fuck. $28 million round of golf down the drain.
So official investors hadn't been publicly named, but he's
Of course they're not.
he's partnered with companies like soldout.com and Friendly Sky for ticket and hospitality packages.
It just sounds so fake and made up.
I mean, it's probably his website, to be honest.
Or he's going through a buddy and his buddy's like negotiating with these people.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Negotiating for a festival that they don't even know is Fyre Festival.
Could be, yeah.
Wow.
I can't wait to see how it unfolds. So
There's got to be one artist though that's like, fuck it, I'll do Fyre Fest.
who would do it?
But they wouldn't, because then they would be worried that they don't get paid. That's like the biggest thing of why you couldn't. There's no way he's able to book talent.
I mean, I could see like Tekashi 6ix9ine and
That'd fit in
maybe
fucking
rolling
glove.
up. Yeah.
Are the Island Boys?
Oh, that's beautiful.
They would do
Yes.
it. They need any sort of exposure. They can get.
Landco.
Landco.
Kevin, our boy Kevin could do it.
What's Landco?
We talked about them.
Country
duo. They have a new song, by the way.
Yeah, it's sad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fire though. That's why they need to go to Fyre Fest too. So I just thought if listeners didn't know Fyre Fest 2 is happening, now you do, and I can't believe it.
We should send Ryan to Fyre Fest.
That's what's gonna happen is people go is gonna be people like us that are like investigative reporting of like what's actually happening.
It's gonna be awesome.
Would you go if I bought you a $1,500 ticket to Fyre Fest? Would you go?
I would go if I had the ticket purchase plus like a secured backup plan. So like a ride from the festival.
Yeah, like
you want the logistics
to all inclusive or so like somewhere where I can just get the fuck out.
Okay, so well, first of all,
an exit strategy.
I love how he's like, if it's no go, I at least need an all-inclusive resort as a backup. It's not that I need a plane ticket home to come back. He's like, I'm gonna take my vacation.
Or the steal.
What a negotiation by you. I'll go if you book a 7-day all-inclusive resort for me. So if it's bad, I can hang out there, lay low for 7 days, and then come home.
Well, it's going to take at least 6 days for the mental trauma to wear off.
Yeah. Ryan would call day one. He's like, yeah, total boss, Fyre Fest not happening. And then 3 weeks later, it'll be like Fyre Fest 2, smashing success. Yeah. And Ryan just doesn't even go. He just goes straight to the resort.
Yeah.
Fuck.
If it actually... Oh, man. So, we'll maybe keep a little tiny update as it gets closer.
Mm-hmm.
Any news that we see, but ladies and gentlemen, also this podcast is brought to you by Fyre Fest 2. So only a few weeks left to get your tickets. I heard that it's booking up quick. And so head to your local hardware store, pick up a sleeping bag, and get on down to that island in Mexico.
That we don't know where.
We don't know where it is. We don't know. We know roughly when it is, so we do have that information. We don't know who's going to be there, and we don't know any accommodations. But again, this podcast is brought to you by Fyre Fest 2. I haven't been paid yet. He told me that we were going to get paid for this plug, but
who knows? Maybe we're one of the acts.
Yeah,
a festival like you've never seen.
Tyler, we were going to reveal that in the next episode.
Yeah, but we'll see if we get paid first.
We're headlining Saturday night at Fyre Fest 2.
I mean, think about it. Like,
do the top 3 worst things about private islands.
Think about that. You could be on a boat.
Mm-hmm.
With Billy McFarland.
It's scuba diving.
You'd be puddle
you could
jumping.
Literally suck McFarland's tits and get some milk at Fyre Fest 2. You could be nursed by Billy McFarland at Fyre Fest 2. And what's crazy is, like, that sounds absurd, but like, it doesn't exist. So you could just say you're gonna do anything. It's like
correct.
Like, yeah, you could go skydiving with Billy McFarland.
Well, and
then you just jump off the boat. And he's like, yeah, it's kind of skydiving.
Yeah, it gives you permission. Gives you umbrella to jump down with.
Yeah, Mary Poppins. That shit.
Yeah, it's like what you think you're getting versus what you actually do at Fyre Fest. Think you're going skydiving, but in reality, you're just jumping off the dock with an umbrella. Anyways, so that's what's occupied my mind in the last couple days.
Yeah, I don't know how it can't. Wait for that lineup to drop.
I can't wait for that lineup.
We already had one location change.
Wait, really?
Yeah. There was he changed locations like last week.
I did see an article like Mexico tourism's like, this isn't happening. We don't know what's going on with it. Yeah.
Oh, private island though.
Yeah, Mexico wouldn't know because it's private.
That's true.
It'd be insane. You show up to this island and you're like, wow, this I've seen this island before on the news.
Okay, yeah. Here we go. The title of the article, Fyre Festival 2 doesn't exist, says Mexican Tourism Board.
Fyre Festival 2 is off to a rough start after a Mexican tourism board claimed the event doesn't actually exist.
Yeah,
For us, this is an event that does not exist.
This was posted on March 6th.
Mhm.
That is bad news for all the McFarland heads out there. Actually, I call them the Billy goats. Because Billy is the goat.
Yeah, and you can milk a goat.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you can.
Mm-hmm. What else is going on?
I have a bone to pick.
Pick the bone.
The price of eggs is pissing me off, and not for the reason you think. Price of groceries go up and down. That's fine, whatever. But
the thing that I think of is that they're really high.
Right, they are really high, and most people will complain about the price of eggs too high. I am pissed off about it because my wife wants chickens because of it really, really bad.
Oh,
she is begging for me to build her a chicken coop.
Well, because she knows that she can't have a garden.
She can. The garden's a go. She's kept all of her plants alive.
Oh.
All of my excuses out the window. Garden is a go. But now we're on to chickens.
Okay, but here's the thing.
That's the last thing I want.
See, for me, I view this as an opportunity for you. You're a prepper.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
It would be nice to have some chickens in the coop come martial law situation.
Yes.
That would be nice. Plus, you also, all you could talk about since you moved into this new house is your garage. And you've been talking about using the tools and the fucking belt sander and the fucking
Chainsaw.
table saw.
Palm sander. I'm sick of palm sanding shit.
This is a great opportunity for you to just do a project. You've been begging for a project.
I got plenty of projects, and that's the problem. I've been doing so many projects. She's like, oh, he can build me a coop, no problem. Even though I don't want to build a coop, period.
Why not?
Because, dude, chickens are loud and stinky and time consuming.
You don't need to build a coop, though. You just build like a doggy door on the outside of your garage.
I don't want them in my garage. That's my happy place.
Because I also think that chickens are immune to exhaust smoke, carbon monoxide.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when
I start my car in there.
Yeah.
And it's my sister's fault because she, for some reason right now, every woman in my family wants a fucking chicken coop. My sister, she just did it. She just went and bought a chicken coop off of Facebook Marketplace and then told her husband to go buy some chicks from the
Tractor
L&M.
Supply or whatever. Yeah.
And
they started it.
So why don't you just get the eggs from her?
That's what I've been telling her. I'm like, we don't need it's the same thing as having a boat in the Midwest. You don't need a chicken coop. You just need to know somebody with one.
Dude,
and
what if you found out though that like your sister and her husband are just going through eggs? Do you know what I mean? Like they don't have any to give you.
Oh, they will.
No, I'm saying like that's how many eggs. You're like, how?
I could see my wife and my sister colluding, being like, "Hey, don't sell us any of your eggs. Tyler needs to think you don't have any extra."
Conspiracy.
My neighbors in Fargo have a chicken coop with chickens.
In town?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
No
wow.
shit.
I don't know if I'm outing them and that they can't.
No, you can.
But I think you can. And then like yesterday, I think they were cleaning the coop. Great band name.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, it is.
They were cleaning the coop and they're just letting them roam around the yard. They were just like in the little ravine behind my house, and yeah,
like next door neighbor.
A couple of doors down the backyard.
I feel like they're pretty domestic. I was driving home the other day. There was just a group of chickens in the ditch. I don't know who they belong to.
Were you road hunting them?
I was not. Luckily not. No. Otherwise, they've been in the fucking back end.
I don't think you should naysay this.
I'm surprised by your reaction.
Right.
That's why I said. That's why I'm like so confused.
I Are any of your guys' wives obsessed with chickens right now, or is it just the women in my family?
I mean, my wife is throwing out the idea, but it's more so just because like we could if we wanted to. So she just likes the idea of it, but would never do it.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of my friends talk about it. I got a buddy who's like, he's hell bent on getting chicken coop started.
It's just, I don't want the chickens.
What?
They annoy me.
What? Okay, so that's why you don't want them is because they annoy you?
Yeah. Well, and then like, also, it takes them 4 months to start laying, especially if you get chicks. And then you got to heat them and feed them and build this coop and make sure they survive the winter. And then in the winter, they stop producing as much. So then it's like you just got all these chickens running around as your pets. I don't want that.
Your kids would love that, though.
Kids would love it.
I know. But
Your kid loves picking dog shit up. Imagine what he would imagine the
how
feeling
much he'd geek out.
dude, he would love that.
I think if we can find a spot far enough away from the house,
As I was gonna say,
maybe I'll consider it.
corner of the lot.
Yeah,
Dude, you also have an old spear house. I know you want to use it, but for the time being, you could convert.
it's teeny.
And the other thing is like, just build like a nice containment for the chickens. Then you don't even have to worry about them running around the yard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we would anyway.
Just build like a cage of some sort that you could just keep them in there.
Just coop them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some wire, chicken wire.
I couldn't be more out on owning chickens.
Also, I've always wanted to use chicken wire for something.
The thing is like that when we bought the house,
And it just occurred to me that I could just build a coop.
Yeah.
That's where I could get my chicken wire fix.
so when we bought the house, an older couple had it, and old people would just make junk piles in their woods, you know?
Yeah, and Ryan.
Yeah, and Ryan. We were walking in our woods, and in one of the junk piles, shit ton of chicken wire. I was like, God,
dude,
really?
damn.
Motherload.
I was walking with my wife. I'm like, don't fucking look
Dude,
at it. Don't look at that pile.
Just do it.
I don't want the chickens.
Tyler, there's chicken coops on Marketplace. Here's one right in your area. It's $500. That's kind of a spendy. $275 chicken coop, Vergus.
Well, here's the question: is when are egg prices going to go down again?
Right.
I don't think ever.
Isn't the reason why chicken prices are higher is because they had to kill like 150 million bird flu. So
Bee
once
flu.
we get past that, it should go down again. Correct?
We get the population back up, maybe.
Something like
I
that.
think
Yeah.
it's- yeah.
Tyler, there are some nice chicken coops out here. Like aesthetically pleasing.
No, I know. My wife shows them to me. She sends me chicken coop TikToks.
So how many eggs you go through, and what price per egg are we talking?
There we go.
We
Break it down.
Let's break it down.
like, are we saying that I currently consume
You just like, how many eggs would you guys buy as a family a week?
maybe a dozen? a
Okay,
week?
so we'll go a dozen. And how much is a dozen right now?
$7.
$6.50, $7.
$7. You bought a $250 chicken coop. So you're spending how much? What is it?
Let's say $28 a month on eggs.
So if you bought a $280, it would take you 10 months, you make your money back.
Okay, but also we have to keep them heated. So you got to have electric.
Feed.
You got to and feed them and water them.
Okay, so we'll round it up to $35 a month.
Okay.
So you recoup your money
Recoup.
in less than 10 months then.
I also, I could build it for cheaper, but I don't want to build it.
No, you don't want to build it.
No,
Oh, no, more than 10 months. Sorry.
Maybe 13 months.
I think like in the winter, you're gonna have the heating costs are gonna be pretty fucking high.
Could do a solar panel.
Could, but then I got to buy a solar panel,
Yeah, that's
and then my price keeps going higher. It's also I don't think
or you could get that baseboard heater hardwired.
I'd have to hire someone to hardwire that in for them.
It is like, it is, if you start doing the math, if you're only going through a dozen eggs a week, because I
Right,
did the
she
math wrong.
acts
It's
like-
not $35. It's 20. Then it drops your cost or how much money you're saving down.
And then labor just upkeeping it.
Like you're saving $20 a month
Mm-hmm.
for all this extra work is something to think about. Now, if you like the taste of real eggs and you don't know what's coming up and you truly organic eggs and all that, that's fine.
Which is another reason to support my argument of we just need to know somebody that has their own chickens, which
It's fair.
my sister now has her own chicken coop and our next door neighbors have chickens. So like they're still 200 yards away, but they're the closest people to us, and they have a chicken coop. So we could just go make friends with them and see if they're willing to sell eggs.
Okay, but you see what the problem is, Tyler, is you got to play a lot. You can't just go over there, make friends with them, and then be like, oh, I see you got a chicken coop. There has to be like at least a 2-month span in there that you're going to have to bite the bullet on not bringing up the chickens. Because otherwise you've only made friends with them just for their chickens.
Well, what's wrong with me knocking on the door? Be like, do you guys have eggs for sale? I see you have a chicken coop.
Oh, yeah. You go the for sale route and you just pray and hope, because then they're going to start charging you.
Yeah.
Hey, we're baking muffins over there next door. We ran out of eggs. Wondering if you guys had a couple extra.
Yeah.
Or do like a housewarming party. Like, hey, you guys are invited. Kind of like plant the seed.
They did pop over while we were moving in to say hi.
Okay. There you go.
So that maybe invite them. This is what you do. This is foolproof. Invite them over for brunch.
Eggs.
And we're not talking brunch like, you know, everyone sits down. You're going to have to do buffet style, and you're going to need to stand there, and you're going to need to man the omelet bar. And the whole time while everyone's ordering their almonds, you need to be kind of bitching about the price of eggs.
No. I got to do it with only like 5 eggs and then run out.
Yeah, and be like, yeah, double it, right? It's like, so we could only afford 5 eggs. So everyone can have about a half a egg omelet. And then when clearly they'll be upset, and then just be like, yeah, but that's just where we're at. That's where we're at. In
State of the union.
State of the union is we got 5 eggs.
And you have like 5 bottles of champagne sitting in the corner. For mimosas.
Shit ton of orange juice.
Fucking hash browns out that yin yang, but you only got 5 eggs. Not even a half dozen. You guys couldn't even get a half dozen.
Well, they sell eggs in like the carton of 4, don't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Anyways, you buy, yeah. You know, like when you go to a liquor store, you can just buy like single cans of beer. Tyler had to go to the single egg thing in the fridge and just pull it out, and then another one slides forward.
The build your own carton.
Yeah.
You have one of those big ass like rectangular warmers. And you're like, all right, you know, everyone, you can start digging in, and then like make sure one of your neighbors is the first one in line. When they crack it open, there's only one fried egg in there. It's like, yeah, sorry for the egg situation. It's just the times are tough.
So there's 2 options that could happen. It's a win-win for you. One, there's 3 options. One, they don't say anything. They eat their thing. You saved a bunch of money on eggs by not having to buy a full dozen. 2, they bring up, we have our own chickens. We'll just run over there. And then you start the conversation like, oh, you know, what would it take for us to, you know, get in on that? Great scenario. And the third one is they get pissed at you, and then you don't have them always meddling in your shit, and they don't ever come back. So it's just win-win-win.
I cannot lose in this scenario.
Correct. So I think you host a brunch with an omelet bar with 5 eggs.
I like it.
And then like the universe can't keep you from a good scenario if you do that.
It's an undefeated situation.
It really is. I'm trying to find a loophole right now.
It's like having a pizza party with 1 pizza.
Or just half a cheese
3
pizza.
slices of pizza.
Here's the other way you could look at it too. You want to teach your kid good values, obviously hard work being one of them. What family in a time of expensive eggs wouldn't want to buy, let's say, the same price for a dozen eggs, but from your kids and farm fresh?
Well, then they got to raise the chickens themselves.
Instead of a lemonade stand, you send your kids out there with like 6 dozen eggs.
You have a chicken stand.
You pay that shit off maybe one afternoon.
And you never know. It could be your kid could have the next Chick-fil-A. It's like he could don't know the wheels that you start spinning.
Yeah.
He could cure the bird flu,
or cause a new strain.
But he wouldn't allow his birds to get flued.
Yeah, you know how to vaccinate.
He would get him flu shots.
I do know how to vaccinate turkeys. I'm sure chickens is a similar.
You just gotta give him influenza A shots.
But then I can't say that they're steroid free eggs.
Yeah, but who cares?
Yeah.
You don't have to tell them that.
You don't say steroid free. You just what did they say? Like
Steroid.
it's 99% steroid free.
Or just say they're free range chickens.
Yeah, just say that they're like 70% steroid free.
Meanwhile, Tyler's got him like chained up by the neck in the chicken coop. Those fuckers keep running away. I'm sick of them.
I don't charge them for the range. It's free.
Here's what you can do too. You could do like you could show like before and after from just eating these chicken eggs. Like you take a picture of your kid when he's like 1 and then a picture when he's 5 and like see how much bigger he's gotten.
Just change the date.
Like this kid's only eating these eggs and he's
a grown boy.
Arguably some of the best gains in the 10,000
just
lakes.
show a photo of before and after of little Hercules. Do you remember that kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Year 1 to year 3, he tripled in size because of these eggs.
Exactly.
You post that on bodybuilder TikTok.
Yes.
Profits go through.
Yeah. Yeah. Every morning with his, with the old breast milk, we just crack one of the eggs, toss it in there, shake it up, and off we go. I think the bodybuilders is the way to go.
Yeah. I have tried to convince my wife to sell her extra stash of milk to bodybuilders.
How'd that conversation go?
Didn't go well.
Okay. Well, then tell her I will build you a coop if you start selling your breast milk.
Yeah.
Tomato.
It's just, I mean,
That's what marriage is all about.
It's just, I'm just building win situations.
I mean,
you should get on the Fyre Fest 2 board.
I know I should be. I just got to build win situations.
you and Farley.
Save your
For
autobiography.
$1 million, you get to check out the coop.
Yeah.
$1 million, you get a chicken out of the coop.
You get to pick it.
No. You
With the
get
price of eggs, you pay
get
that.
to hang out with Billy McFarland in a chicken coop.
You get to
Unlimited
milk
eggs.
Billy McFarland in a chicken coop.
You get to watch a
Nice
chicken
brunch.
milk Billy McFarland. in the coop. It's an act like you've never seen before.
Coming out Netflix in 2 years.
Here we go. Now we found it.
Wouldn't it be funny if we found out that Fyre Fest 2 was funded by Netflix just so that they could just get another documentary out of the deal?
That's conceivable.
Yes. Yes, it's not a bad move by Netflix.
Netflix could be the main investment.
It's like, spend $50 million on a show, or spend $50 million on Fyre Fest 2 and then just document it, and you got your.
But they can't spend that much, otherwise it'll be a success. And then the show sucks.
That's true.
Instead of one camera guy.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
If Fyre Fest 2 was like this, what do you think Fyre Fest 3 is going to be like?
I can't wait.
$2 million tickets? You get to hang out with Billy McFarland at the ISS, the International Space Station.
Yeah, from Mars.
In a private docking bay.
We'll be
on
hopping
Mars.
from planet to planet.
Terraform Mars with Billy McFarland.
What is $1 million? Well, you're going to be on a ship, a spaceship.
Yeah.
Yeah, less than a month out.
Yeah, can't wait.
Close.
What do you got going on, Brian?
Dude, I'm in a massive predicament right now.
Oh boy.
And I don't want some bullshit advice. I actually need some good advice. This is important here.
What do you mean? We always.
What do you
give
mean
good
bullshit?
advice.
I gave Tyler great advice.
You did. So we're off to a good start. I'm glad I went second. Okay, so I got this gala type event. You're going.
Oh yeah.
I got this gala event at the end of April, and the attire / theme is like formal Western, which in my head is cowboy hat, cowboy boots, like a nice suit, maybe
Bolo
maybe
tie.
a bolo, yeah, probably a bolo. I don't own any of this. Nor do I want to spend, $500 on boots, hat, and in this type of event, I can't just order a hat from Amazon. I need a nice hat. I need a nice boots. But the Western ranching community that's one community that I don't want to be an imposter of, because they can sniff you out immediately. I've thrown bales fucking 3 times in my life. I don't think it constitutes for me like throwing a cowboy hat on.
You're right.
So you don't have to wear a cowboy hat, I don't think.
Thank God. Okay. Cowboy boots.
I probably won't.
Okay.
I was just gonna
You
say.
shouldn't have said. I would have showed up.
Damn it.
It's like it just ends up looking like Woody. He shows up in plaid,
The yellow checker.
the yellow checker.
And he's got a snake poking out of his boot.
Yep.
He's got spurs on his cowboy boots.
Okay, because this is like, I mean, it's a big event. It raised a lot of money for a good cause, and
So,
to me,
do you want me to call a spade here, Ryan?
Yeah.
So this is what I would just call urban cowboy.
okay,
So it's just a bunch of people who live in the city who watch Yellowstone once
okay,
that think it looks cool to wear Western stuff because it's popular right now.
yeah, okay.
So one, you're not going to run into any real ranchers at this thing.
Thank
one.
God. All right.
And
good
two, I mean, to me, it's like a costume party.
Okay, because I also didn't want to show up looking like a joke, you know?
You don't want to buy a Woody costume. And what I mean by costume, it's like a live action role play as a costume party.
It's tasteful too, though.
Yeah. Yeah, just wear some fucking jeans, a button up, sport coat, cowboy boots, and a bolo tie. I got a pair of cowboy boots.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, see, I was gonna buy those cowboy boots last time I was in Nashville. It was like, I don't know, at 1 a.m.
I got a pair
Wife
that
wouldn't let me. She talked me out of it.
I've got a pair that I wore just to my wedding.
Yeah.
You can borrow those.
You have to check the size on those. I might have to snag them from you.
11s.
I think I actually might.
What the
buy a
fuck?
pair.
I literally just offered him a pair of cowboy boots.
Oh, you did?
And then Tyler offered. He's like,
I thought you offered him the bolo tie.
Oh,
Oh,
I
really?
thought you were offering that too.
Oh, I don't have a bolo tie.
Oh, I thought that's what you said.
No, yeah,
Oh.
I got boots.
I also I have a pearl snap that I've worn
that?
once in my life.
You don't know what a pearl
It's like a
snap
cowboy
is?
A real
shirt.
cowboy.
I'm not a
would
cow-
know.
I'm
Cowboy
not a
button-up
cowboy.
shirt. I've worn it like twice.
Oh, I think I've seen it. Is it blue?
No,
Oh,
it's I'll find it.
And
show you.
okay, so the ranching community can correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think it's only stolen valor if you wear that as like regular. If you just go out with friends,
Gotcha.
or just wear it on a regular basis,
That's
that's
true.
stolen valor. But if it's an event that has a specific attire
Yeah.
that is Western wear,
Okay.
I think you're in the clear.
Yeah, if you wore a cowboy hat to the bar randomly, that'd be such an asshole move.
yes, it would.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah. I maybe I've just been overthinking it. the
Also,
whole time.
not to brag, t-shirt guy's going to a gala, or,
Yeah.
or is it a
Hey.
gala or a gala or what is
Gala.
I think it's a
Gala.
gala. There's no.
I thought it was a gala.
accent. Gala could be. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I've always heard gala.
Gala maybe.
Maybe.
it? Gala. Anyways,
Very progressive.
I don't think Ryan and I should be going to this gala if we don't know how to pronounce it. You know,
Yeah.
Probably not.
if anything, imposter syndrome is us going to a charity event.
That's true. That's true. Maybe I've been thinking about it wrong the whole
Yeah.
time. It's just
Stolen
the event
valor
in
that
general.
we are going to this event.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, not that I'd spend them at the event. I could just bring a bunch of, like, just stuff a bunch of fake bills in my wallet, like hundreds. And, like my wallet protrudes like 6 inches from my back pocket. Yeah. Here for the gala. Here for a good time. Not going to be a long time, but we throw some money down.
The guy's like, well, I brought my
butt a little bit.
So
Yeah.
this
I brought my checkbook.
this gala, is that gonna be your first time drinking?
Good question.
No. That's been broken.
You broke it.
Whoa.
I thought you were going to 100.
Whoa.
That was broken. That was broken last Wednesday, actually.
Really?
Wednesday,
Middle of the week booze cruise.
Wow.
Yeah. Probably the only scenario that would have got me to drink. So we moved in the new house a month and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
Neighbor across the river, farmer. Buddies with
Rancher.
my banker, Miles's banker, and then another like mutual friend of ours. And get a text at 9:15 p.m. Like I'm in my underwear, about to start a show. Get a text said, "Hey," from the neighbor. He's like, "Hey, me and so and so and so and so and so and so are having a couple beers in the shop. If you want to come over."
Fuck yeah.
And I'm like, "Fuck, I gotta go. I have to go."
Yeah, otherwise you can't, especially first invite.
Exactly.
Yes. Third, fourth, maybe you could be like, can't tonight.
Yep. So I went over there. You guys, I packed 10 beers in my cooler. For what reason, I don't know. I maybe assumed I was just going to pass them out to everybody as if they didn't have any beer over there already.
Better bring too much than not enough.
Exactly. I ended up drinking 2 beers. Headache next morning.
No.
Like the slowest start to a morning I've had in months. And that was that. We broke the streak, but for good reason.
So
How many days?
Yeah, how many days?
Let's see, 75 plus 8. So 83 days. It would have been on the 83rd day. But that's okay. Again, it's like, you know,
That's okay.
That's 8 more days than everyone else that did 75 hard.
Can you imagine if it would have been on like the night of day 75? It's like, yeah, I'll be over at a little after midnight.
Or day 99.
Or day 99, or even day 74.
I would have just been like, gotta go. I'm not at my house right now, and just
Shits.
hid.
Yeah, it's sick kid. Wife's out of town. Parents kicked the parents out of the house last week, so no one to watch him. Don't trust the dog to watch the little one yet.
Then he goes, bring him over.
Bring him. He's not a big fan of car rides. He's like, well, walk over.
It's 9 p.m. He's scared of the dark.
Yeah, doesn't like the dark. We don't have a yard light out here yet. So.
He bites.
Yeah.
I can't find his leash.
What a perfect way to never get invited again. Can't come over to drink beers because my kid can't find his leash.
Yeah, can't find his leash backpack. So yeah, we broke that one.
Big news.
Also, one other thing, went to my first rodeo this last weekend.
Hell yeah,
And there's a
it
feud
looks
going
fun.
on. He's trying. He went to this rodeo to try and be like, people will be like, "Oh, you're wearing Western wear." He's like, "I go to rodeos."
Yeah.
Why can't
I wore my Windsor quarter zip or my quarter button up. And I don't know. I wore I also have a Hell Creek cattle hat, like a mesh snapback. Wore that.
Nice.
I definitely think I could have passed for someone who's thrown bales at least 10 times.
Not 3.
Not 3.
What was your favorite event?
My favorite event was probably the bull riding, but
Okay.
barrel racers?
Yeah.
barrel racers. That was probably the most electric event because it lasted the longest. Meaning, like the best time was 12 seconds. 12.7 seconds.
It is.
Everything else is 8 seconds or less.
It is frustrating. Like even like calf roping, it's just you're just waiting for the next guy more than you're actually watching the event.
Yeah, it happens for 3-4 seconds.
Yeah.
But the guy, like so they have like I'll call them like usher horses. So it's like the horses that if like one of the like Broncos or the bulls like get out of hand, they kind of like usher them back into the deal.
Mm-hmm.
They also, if a guy goes longer than 8 seconds and can't like get his hand out, they are like right next to the Bronco, and the rider fucking jumps off his horse and like grabs onto them, and that's how he gets off. It's fucking unbelievable.
Yeah, dude, the cowboying is wild.
It's
West.
It's the Wild West.
So my financial advisor used to be a bull rider. And so he's told me stories about that. And like some of the shit the injuries they get practicing and stuff is crazy. You got to be one of the toughest motherfuckers alive.
I don't understand it.
Also, one of the most insane.
Yes.
Because like you could
total adrenaline seeker.
There's a fine line between being tough and being insane. I think that's where the bull
hopping on
riders
bulls.
ride.
Even the rodeo clowns too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was a good time.
You do any mutton busting while you're there?
No busting of mutton.
That'd be funny. We show up, we don't know Ryan's there. We just see him on a fucking sheet.
He goes 6.7 on a sheet.
I was like in my kids' corner. My kid's like not even 3 yet. I just got him on a fucking mutton busting event.
Isn't that like, yeah, they'll do that.
Hmm?
Well,
Did 3-year-olds hop on?
I don't know the youngest age. I would say 5 is probably closer.
I mean, if you're gonna get chickens, you might as well get some sheep.
No,
Your son's
And
5.
if you get sheep, you might as well get horses.
No, one of the videos she sent me, it was some guy like warning you if your wife starts asking about chickens, this is what the rest of your life will be like. And it goes chickens, goats, horses.
Yeah.
Which
Pretty damn close.
if we get to horses, you guys, I've given up.
Or you're like living a happy, fulfilled life because
No.
you love horses.
Yeah, you just-
I don't love horses.
Have you ever owned a horse?
I've never owned them. I've
Okay,
ridden
how would
plenty
you
of them.
fucking know if you love owning a horse or not?
I've ridden
I think
plenty
you just
of
gotta
horses.
try, dude. This is the year of the yes for this podcast.
Mhm.
Just tell your wife to save a horse, ride a cowboy.
Hey, I do have a pearl snapping boot.
Save a chicken, ride a cowboy.
Yep.
Yeah, you walk into that bedroom, Tyler, with your fucking bolo tie and your pearl snap shirt on or whatever.
No, just the bolo.
Just the, but the bolo's
Bolo
not,
and boots.
but the bolo is not around your neck. It's around a different part of your body.
Yeah.
Still around your head though.
Why
It's
is
still
that?
around your head.
Why is that bolo tie vibrating? Good question.
Just got some new jewels for the
Also,
old
we just
bolo
got
tie.
a great new idea for rings.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about hitting the Western market. Could maybe have a little feather sticking off.
Studded.
Yeah.
It's got a
Feathery for your pleasure.
it's got a
You know, a little tickler. Little feather tickler.
we got the horseshoe. We've got the cattle skull.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a couple spurs hanging off of it. and then you got one of those fucking waistband deals that they tie around the horses or the bulls to get them to fucking start bucking. You got one of them stuck around your waist.
Just tied around your nuts.
Spurred for her pleasure.
I mean, what are we 3 minutes into this new idea? We're riffing right now.
Yeah.
This is
That's how you know idea is good.
yeah.
I mean, if it just comes out of you.
Just gotta
That's
come
true.
on.
Man.
That's true. Market research. So, anyway,
All right. So Ryan's going through his cowboy phase of life.
Mhm.
yeah. I mean, I,
Rodeos and galas that are themed. And,
like I damn near had like a fucking horse trailer lined up that I could pull over to the gala just to show that. Like, how
Walk out of
Western
it.
formal is this?
Sorry, my hitch is
Hey,
rusted on.
we could
Couldn't
do
get it
that.
off.
We could do a horse trailer party bus to the gala.
That's not a bad idea. Yeah, flatbed with a bunch of hay bales on it, and then like a hay bale ride.
Yeah.
You guys, you know, we'll have a driver and we'll all sit on the back.
Yeah.
In the covered horse trailer, so we don't get to see.
No,
anything.
flatbed.
Okay.
Flatbed.
We'll go flatbed for
Okay.
that.
So I've been overthinking this thing this whole time.
You really have.
Yeah, you'll crush it.
Just show up in a Dallas Cowboys jersey.
Dak Prescott with the shorts, the jean shorts.
Yeah. Be like, oh fuck. I did not understand the
I
invite.
thought
Air
this
Force
was
Ones.
urban cowboy attire.
You got like Air Force Ones on.
No, he's got the cheerleader boots on, the white
Oh,
ones
yeah.
with the
Yeah.
stars on them.
Just think of that meme.
No, yeah, he shows up as Dak Prescott, and then your wife can be a Dallas Cowboys
Yeah, she'd be-
cheerleader.
There you go.
Yeah,
There we go.
that would be. We would win best costume.
At this gala.
Not a costume party. It's not a costume party.
My friend Miles told me this was a costume party.
Everyone's dressed hilarious.
So
Anything going on with you, Jerrod?
Close down a house tomorrow, so that's about it. I think we're
Hell
at the
yeah.
finish line. Crawling to the finish line.
What do you mean crawling? It's just-
moving to the finish line.
Do you feel happy with the house that you got?
Yeah, I'd say 7 out of 10.
And that's the
Nice.
way they say most good deals end up that way. So I think you got a good deal. Both
Yeah.
sides should be happy,
Mhm.
but also disappointed.
Right. So yeah, don't really know what to expect, but I don't know.
What's first order of business when you get to the house?
Probably painting.
Mm.
A lot of painting. So painting the living room, eventually the bathroom.
What color are you going? Are you going with eggshell whites? You going
Hey,
with?
easy with the egg ties. That's
Yeah, hey, fucking
tough subject.
tone it
for-
down.
Just think, then you could also do paint.
You could.
But it'd be
Yes, you
eggshell
could.
brown with these chickens.
That's true. That's true.
That's a whole new market.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were going through the colors. I forget. My wife pulled out one with a funny name. I don't remember it though.
Is it a white though? Or like is it
It's like a gray.
It's
okay.
not Dragon's Breath.
No, it's not Dragon's Breath.
which is brown.
Don't fucking talk shit about Dragon.
No, I wasn't talking
Great
shit.
color.
It's a good color. I was gonna paint my garage that color. Actually, Great.
Did you look it up?
yeah.
Pretty
Yeah,
good
you showed me
color.
the sample too. You had on the wall.
Yeah.
What's the backyard situation look like? A patio, deck?
Yeah, deck, elevated deck, fence, no fire pit.
Speaking of deck, Jerrod, I got an idea for a deck for you.
Okay.
If you maybe want to add on to the deck,
Okay.
pull up the photo. I found this photo
Oh, yeah.
of an absolutely banger deck.
Hey, there's the flatbed trailer we were talking about.
So also, look at who posted this meme. Jeff Foxworthy. It says real man of genius. And it says when it's cheaper to buy a trailer than pay for lumber. And he's got a flatbed trailer right up next to his trailer home. And it's the same height as the walkout of the trailer thing. And it's just his deck. He's got a grill out there. He's got a picnic table, the whole thing.
That is actually perfect. I think with those trailers too, you could put sides on them.
Yeah.
So you could have a deck railing with it.
Well, even if you want to like make it look even more legit, you could just put like the fencing like over the wheels, over the
Yep.
sides of it.
You know the best part about this? This is a trailer house with a trailer
Yeah,
deck.
it's a double trailer.
Yeah.
And what's funny is that Jerrod's dad sells trailers.
Fuck yeah. You could get a wraparound deck now.
Yeah. Yeah. If you,
You
only
get a
got
wraparound
deck in the
on your
back-
deck.
You could.
yeah. Use just do a couple of trailers. You got a wraparound deck around your wraparound deck.
That's true. I'll give him a call today.
What do you think the thought process was leading to this photo? I bet it was like he parked it like just in the yard about 15 feet away from the house. And he was just having a couple fucking beers and his wife was bitching at him to build a deck.
Yeah.
And he just kept looking back and forth between the trailer and the trailer home. And then he literally said to his kid, "Hold my beer." And he whistled that thing right up next to it. And he was like, boom, deck built.
I like to imagine that his wife has been nagging him for months to get that deck built. They had money saved up for it, but instead he bought a trailer
Mm-hmm.
and then just did this last second spur of inspiration. He's like, shit. What do I do? Backed it up right next to the house.
Well, and it takes another element to home is where you park it.
Yeah.
You got a trailer home already. They could move that sucker if they wanted to. Last thing you want to do is have to leave the deck behind or find a way to transport it.
Right. Right.
Imagine the tailgating he can do. He just bring home to the parking lot.
Well, imagine how easy it would be if he wanted to move. You just like walk his shit right out the patio door.
So
Then just fucking strap it down. That's not going anywhere, and they're on their way.
Hell yeah.
And you probably, like you see people with 2 trailers behind their car. You could probably hook that trailer up to the end of the
Daisy chain it.
To the house.
For sure.
little fucking daisy chain on
sure.
that.
You know, your redneck when your trailer has a trailer.
Do you think he pulled that?
So wait, is this a triple wide trailer then?
It must be.
I think so.
Yeah.
I would consider it.
I think you're right. He's got 2 grills too.
Does the door, like the middle white door, does that walk out onto the trailer as well, or is that
I think so.
I
steps?
think it goes to steps.
Okay.
It's steps.
I'm wondering, you guys think he backed this in, or do you think he pulled it straight forward in?
You definitely had to back it in.
Maybe not.
I would like to see if there's any. There's got to be a couple scratches behind that trailer.
It doesn't matter though. The trailer covers him up.
Yeah.
That's true. It's very
Caulk
true.
and paint will make a
some-
whistle what it ain't.
You would also have to sand that wood because of the splinters on your feet. If you're barefoot on that
Oh,
thing.
you think that they're worried about splinters in their feet?
That's the
They
first thing I
literally
thought
are
about.
using a trailer as a deck, and you think that they're worried about splinters in their feet.
It's true.
I mean, even if you put a little platform on top of like the gooseneck,
Oh yeah.
I mean, shit, you could fucking throw a chair up
Well,
there.
if
You
he
could-
was smart, he would just build that grill into where the
Yeah.
gooseneck is.
Yeah.
There you go.
Make that a little like the outdoor bar area.
Mhm.
yeah.
Only thing it's missing is an umbrella, I think.
Hey, and I'd be willing to guess that window next to the gooseneck's the kitchen.
Yeah.
Little indoor outdoor
Yeah.
situation.
That's true.
You see it on the fancy homes. They got the
That's true.
slide open door
Mhm.
and the both sides. Pretty fucking nice.
Cool the pie on the trailer.
Yeah, it may look kind of ratchet to the neighbors, but this functionality wise, this is like peak functionality.
Yeah,
But all you
can't
have to
argue
do-
with functionality.
But all you would have to do is put a skirt around the bottom of the trailer, and you probably wouldn't even be able to tell.
You wouldn't. You definitely wouldn't.
Except for the
gooseneck.
giant hitch.
You just put some shrubbery around it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
get some
plant a
bushes.
tree.
Could even be a fig tree. It wouldn't have to be necessarily
Yeah.
real.
Yeah, or just put some paneling like for going from the ground all the way up to the gooseneck. It just looks like a
Have the vinyl match the gooseneck and put vinyl on it.
Yeah,
That's true.
just wrap
Yeah.
it. Just wrap it.
just
like actual sticker, like vinyl wrap, but it's got the slats like it's siding.
Exactly.
yeah.
And
It's,
so
it's
it-
seamless vinyl.
From one very specific angle, it matches perfectly.
Yeah. It's like, wow, what's that new addition on this guy's house? Or it must be new in the construction world.
But I mean, if you built the gooseneck into a little bar, I think it would just look like it's supposed to be there.
Oh, it'd be great.
Dude, that underside part, you could build like a little shed or something
Little
to
storage.
go underneath.
Yeah, little
The gooseneck?
lawnmower,
Yeah.
little lawnmower shed.
Mhm.
I like
Chicken
that.
coop.
Fucking chicken.
Yeah, you could even you could take you
that.
could take it a step further. You could get like an enclosed trailer or even like a horse trailer. You could like drop the door down onto like the patio door, and then you essentially have like a skywalk out to like a Three Seasons porch type deal, you know. Or you could have a smoke room. You could you could use it for your smoke room
Or a doghouse.
or a doghouse.
Skyway, 2 feet off the
A
ground.
fucking skywalk out into the smoke shop.
Call me Luke.
What is funny is they're actually I mean, that trailer's kind of expensive, but there was a point when lumber was real expensive that this probably actually was cheaper.
I can look up
100%.
some numbers.
Get some numbers crunched over there,
Get some
Tyler.
fucking numbies.
Get some numbies crunch.
Yeah. And just think, it's like, hey, honey, we got to add onto the deck. You just park another one next to it.
Yeah. If you backed another
Yeah, it's
trailer,
like, you know, like you could have 3-4 of them lined up. It's like having a dining table with a leaf in the middle.
yeah,
Having a few extra people over. Bring in the next trailer. We got a bigger deck.
because that's probably what 6, 8. That's probably 8 feet wide.
Yeah.
Roughly.
I mean, you pull another trailer, you got 16 foot wide, 16 by probably
quadruple wide
20.
trailer.
20, dude. And then you could have 2 mini bars. You could have one. You could have one for the grill and then one mini bar.
Not a bad setup at all.
Or you know what you could do is you could have some steps walking up onto the top of the gooseneck, and then you could have like a platform, put a pool underneath of it,
Oh.
diving board off the end.
that is actually, you could put a hot tub next to it.
Yeah. That would work too.
You put a hot tub on, like
Put a hot tub underneath the gooseneck and then you crawl down into it.
that would be awesome.
Hang some LED lights above it.
Yeah.
Get the vibe going.
And then you could have like you could put a tarp over the top of the gooseneck area.
Yeah.
And then if it's too sunny out, you got an umbrella. If it's raining
It's a
out,
tarp.
you
Yeah.
got-
You could sit out there in the wintertime.
How-
It's snowing out, not going to hit you.
How big do you think that trailer is?
20 feet, 24 feet,
20 by
20 by 8,
something like that.
18 by 8.
Okay, let's go 20 by 10. To build a deck that's 20 by 10 on this Trex cost calculator, you'd be anywhere from 3,500 to $6,000. And that exact a trailer close enough to that I found is $5,000. So
A deck, you can't haul shit on a deck though.
that's right. No, I'm saying the trailer's
so
cheaper.
you-
The
correct.
deck is a waste of fucking money.
Yeah.
So, Jerrod, I know you were talking about, paint's going to be the first thing I do when I get in. I think you got to head down and get a trailer.
And you know a guy, you're going to get a
I know-
family discount.
Yeah, I know a guy. It's not a bad idea.
I mean, you drive into the hot tub store with that thing, say, "Hey, just load it up. I'll get it from here."
Yeah, that's
Just
true.
don't unload it. You just
That is true.
you just keep it on the trailer. Like,
You go, hey, you're like,
take a display
honey,
model.
we're getting the new grill today. I'm taking the deck over, taking the deck over to the fucking store to pick it up. They load it up for you, And then you don't even have to, you just drive right up and it's already there.
Just plug it in.
Hey, watch your step out the patio door. No deck going to be there today.
Yeah.
Going to get a hot tub, honey.
Watch your step. Get in the hot tub.
He's
watch
going to
your
like
step.
he's going to the flea farm or whatever. He's just gonna pick up like an inflatable Coleman hot tub for $400.
It pops on the way over. Deflates.
Yeah, you buy the floor model, so it's just already inflated.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make some calls.
Yeah, so just thought I'd whip that out for you.
That was good.
Well, boys,
I could see you getting one of them
this
next
is
to the chicken coop.
of anyone here. Tyler's definitely the most likely to end up with a trailer deck.
I would consider that if it did like and put the skirt around it and whatnot. If it wasn't a gooseneck trailer.
Okay,
Sure,
Yeah,
It's negotiable.
because then you can haul bales on it too for your future goats and
yeah,
horses.
for my goats and horses and chickens and my entire farm.
Goats and Horses is a great band name.
chicken, goats, and horses.
Chickens in the coop.
Yeah, what was the thing?
Chicks. No, what was it? No, I can't remember. Was it chickens in the coop?
Keeping the coop. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Cleaning the coop?
Keepers of the Coop.
All right, Jerrod, you got a little fun fact for us?
Yep. In the 1960s, NASA funded a controversial research project led by John Lilly to explore human-dolphin communication. One of the most infamous aspects of the experiment involved Margaret Lovett, a researcher who lived with a dolphin named Peter, and in an effort to keep him focused on language training, manually stimulated him when he became sexually frustrated. Meanwhile, Lilly, known for his unconventional methods, experimented with giving LSD to dolphins to see if they could enhance their ability to communicate.
Rewind.
Read it again. Sorry.
No,
Okay.
I think I know what you said the first one. Sorry, read
I
it
think
again.
you said Peter was putting that work in.
In the 1960s, NASA funded a controversial research project led by neuroscientist John C. Lilly to explore human-dolphin communication. One of the most infamous aspects of the experiment involved Margaret Lovett, a researcher who lived with a dolphin named Peter, and in an effort to keep him focused on language training, manually stimulated him when he became sexually frustrated. Meanwhile, Lilly, known for his unconventional methods, experimented with giving LSD to dolphins to see if it would enhance their ability to communicate. They wanted to teach dolphins how to speak English.
And so she was just jerking off dolphins.
Wait, yeah. Was
Yeah.
she jerking the dolphin off, or was she banging this dolphin?
I think it was jerking.
Okay. I mean, that's still not good, but better than the alternative.
Sponsored by So NASA funded a dolphin jerking off experiment,
Indirectly.
but that's kind of what it sounds like it turned into.
Well, the project was for humans to have the dolphins speak English.
Which
turned into...
It sounded like the only language they were speaking was body language.
Yeah.
So wait, she lived with a dolphin. Where the fuck was the dolphin? I don't get it.
They were at some, I think the Virgin Islands. It's kind of funny.
not anymore.
Not anymore.
Dude, all jokes aside, that's bestiality.
It is.
That's
yeah.
extremely illegal.
I got a little more info.
Well, not in the Virgin Islands.
Okay. Yeah.
Can we see?
Maybe that's why McFarland doesn't want to do it in the U.S. He maybe has a bestiality package that you can buy.
Or he's hoping the dolphins are finally going to return the favor and milk him.
I got a little more. Margaret Lovett was tasked with trying to teach English to Peter the dolphin by living with him in a flooded house for weeks. She spoke to him constantly, hoping he would learn to mimic words. Meanwhile, Lilly experimented with giving LSD to dolphins to see if it would alter their cognition and make communication easier. And long story short, it didn't work.
Tried to teach him for weeks. Is that what it said?
Mhm.
They thought they were just going to teach a dolphin English in weeks.
It takes a human several years.
Well, dolphins are really smart, though, apparently. I don't know.
Can we see a video just to get a frame of mind?
You want a video of her jerking off the dolphin?
Well, no, it's manual stimulation.
I think they just because they couldn't write jerking off in the article.
Jerrod, could you pull a video up?
Yeah, what's
Don't Google
manual?
this.
What's manual stimulation?
Manually stimulated him. That's what it says.
That's what That's what I'm gonna call it from now on. That's a great actual line when you give your kid the talk.
Yeah.
So I know you're gonna want to do some manual stimulation, but just make sure that no one's home.
Lock the bathroom door.
Yeah, and no showers over 45 minutes. I'm turning the water off if you're in there for over 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm setting the water heater to a timer.
Your socks better match.
I wonder how she. How did she know when he was sexually frustrated?
I don't know.
He couldn't tell her. She
I
failed.
would ask if he was,
Wait, did she end up start speaking dolphin?
Maybe.
This is kind of a
sonar.
reverse thing. Yeah.
point.
Peter Griffin.
Yeah.
Not the fun fact I thought I was getting today.
Yeah,
I'm
this
gonna be
story
honest.
makes me uncomfortable.
With the dolphin, I would ask if the dolphin started dry humping her, but a dolphin
It would be a wet hump.
And that's when she knew he was sexually frustrated.
Do you think she played with his blowhole?
Oh my god.
Well, that's what I'm trying to get the video
Smells
up
like
for.
tuna in here.
Maybe he just wasn't into her. Maybe she was the issue.
Those were his first words. Smells like tuna in here.
What does NASA need from this? I don't
It's
fucking
just
get
research.
it.
It's just research.
But what? Why? Why
I
are
don't
we
know.
doing that?
Maybe we could,
yeah,
maybe we could weaponize the dolphins.
That didn't even click for me. What is NASA doing it for?
Oh.
Yeah, isn't NASA supposed to be above water?
It's supposed to quite literally be
How
as far away from water as you can get.
how is
Yes.
cranking Peter the Dolphin's Peter going to get them to the moon?
I don't know. And now it's starting to like you hear stuff like that, and you start to believe the people who think we didn't land on the moon.
I mean, if this is what
Well,
NASA's
maybe you could
funding.
weaponize the dolphins if they were able to communicate.
That is true.
But what does NASA need a weaponized dolphin for? They're space.
Well, they do like military research.
What's the what?
Why didn't they just spend that time fucking making like water drones that could weaponize and do the same?
2020 hindsight, I guess.
Okay, so what year was this again?
60s.
So after we don't know exactly when.
It was before 1969 when we landed on the moon.
And
Okay.
it says that in the 1960s.
I was gonna say if this was our follow up to the moon, like we
This
got
is
to
the
we got
precursor.
to the moon, guys. What's next? Let's get some dolphins to talk.
Yeah, it was
Any
like
way
you know, it was like
Heat check.
yeah, 100% heat check. They just land on the moon. They're like, if we can put a man on the fucking moon,
We could jerk. a
we
dolphin
could
off, dude. Fuck.
we could teach dolphins to speak English through jerkhood. We could teach them through the art of manual stimulation how to speak English. Right? We put a man on the moon. They're like, fuck yeah.
We get fucking yeah. You know,
Next thing, and then they're like, it was like that. And then the next thing they were going to try is teaching men how to not have to take multiple trips to the hardware store. So we were, if the dolphin thing would have worked, that was next on their docket. And guys, our problems would have been
And
fixed.
they're like, if the dolphin thing doesn't work, we're gonna get a retired NFL player up in space somehow.
Mhm.
yeah. That's
Well, that wasn't NASA. That was Blue Origin.
Damn
that
it.
was
Yeah.
Bezos.
We'll get a
but-
Miami dolphin up in space.
yeah. there's
So
like,
put some respect on Strahan's name, Tyler.
Miles watched it. He was up early that day. Another country.
I woke up early on my vacation because of the time difference.
Uh-huh.
So I had a similar Strahan day, but not because I just actually woke up at the time. It's because my body thought it was way
Yeah,
later.
bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Yeah, like here, I woke up at like 10:30, but there, the first day, you're like,
Cambodia,
You-
2-hour time difference.
You think every morning show involves somebody going to space? You're like, what the fuck?
can you imagine if I did it? It was like the one other time someone went to space. There's like, this is what morning news is now.
yeah. You're like,
Who
Kelly-
went to
yeah.
space
When is Tommy Lahren going into space? I
Yeah.
thought it was this morning.
Kelly Ripa or something.
There's like another country that, back to the dolphin thing, another country trying to invade the United States like by ship.
Look,
And president's like, send out the dolphins.
It's like, Peter
Hop
won't
on
go. You know what to do.
Someone start manually stimulating Peter. We need him. We need him stat.
Rev up those engines.
Wait,
Let's warm up the engines for Peter.
Now none of the dolphins will go. Well, get them in a circle.
There's too many dolphins to manually stimulate. Get them in a circle.
You guys start pulling people off the street, just running out of hands.
That's like at a restaurant. Hands.
Coming
I
through.
need hands. So, okay.
You gonna pull that video up?
I'll put it up on Patreon.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the You Betcha Radio podcast. May your dolphins be not manually stimulated,
Automatically.
and may your house have may your porch have a wraparound porch. We'll see you in the next one.
Fyre Festival under the sun. Scuba with Billy, never outrun. Ryan the rancher, wrangling girls, while Tyler rages war on grills. Oh, chaos and tuna in the air. Dolphins leaping, they just stare. Cheddar decks and Cambodian nights. Life's a mess, but it feels so right. Miles came back with tales untold. Cambodia's hot, but his soul's cold. Tyler's chickens are feeling fear. He's got that glare. It's crystal clear. Oh, chaos and tuna in the air. Dolphins leaping, they just stare. Cheddar decks and Cambodian nights. Life's a mess, but it feels so right. Miles came back with tales untold. Cambodia's hot, but his soul's cold. Tyler's chickens are feeling fear. He's got that glare. It's crystal clear. Oh, chaos and tuna in the air. Dolphins leaping, they just stare. Cheddar decks and Cambodian nights. Life's a mess, but it feels so right. Tuna smells linger, oh what a spell. Jerrod's got walls where he used to dwell. Billy floats, dolphins stimulate. This is the life, a twisted fate. Fire's ashes don't burn too bright. We live in chaos, but hold on tight. Ryan's ranch buzzes, Tyler's still fumes. Miles dreams big, but the world consumes. Oh, chaos and tuna in the air. Dolphins leaping, they just stare. Cheddar decks and Cambodian nights. Life's a mess, but it feels so right. Fyre Fest, ashes don't burn too bright. We live in chaos, but hold on tight. Ryan's ranch buzzes, Tyler still fumes. Miles dreams big, but the world consumes. Oh, chaos and tuna in the air. Dolphins leaping, they just stare. Cheddar decks and Cambodian nights. Life's a mess, but it feels so right. Oh, chaos and tuna in the air. Dolphins leaping, they just stare. Cheddar decks and Cambodian nights. Life's a mess, but it feels so right.
Mary Kill. Brats, burgers, hot dogs.
Okay, I think that's pretty easy
This
for
is
me.
it's a pretty good one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna marry burgers, fuck brats, kill hot dogs.
Okay. Yeah. Wow, how original, Ryan. Mine's the exact same.
Yeah,
I was gonna say mine.
I know. I think it's easy to kill hot dogs. I think
Yeah,
the only thing that's tough are brats or burgers.
Hot dogs are fire. I feel like brats just fucking brats are so good, but they scorch your mouth when you. It's kind of it's like ring sausage. Like it when you bite into like even the tiniest bubble underneath the skin, it's
the casing.
It's burning lava.
Yeah,
it's like pizza rolls at 2 a.m. Yeah, you get that casing. Oh God,
I don't know. I just thinking about going to any concession stand, and there's an option between brat and hot dog. I'm never getting hot dog.
No.
So I have to kill hot dog.
Yep. No, I agree. Yeah, and brats are they're more of a novelty because hot dogs are everywhere. Brats are not.
It's
so
true.
It's like when you have the opportunity to get a brat somewhere, you gotta get a brat.
Yeah.
Because I mean, fuck, you can get a hot dog anywhere. You can get them Costco, like any sporting event, wherever.
Yeah,
you know
the ceiling's much higher for a brat than
for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, hot dogs are steady Eddie. You know what you're gonna get. It's just is what it is.
I don't know if I've ever had a bad brat either. Undercooked, overcooked, perfectly done.
Yeah,
I don't know if I've
the
ever had
big
a bad
drawback of brats is, like you said, boiling the inside of your mouth with hot
Correct.
juices.
Yeah, that's about the only drawback. That's the only thing. Where hot dogs are above brats.
Yeah, I also think the ceiling on you can just do so much more. The burger, that makes it marriage. You can mix it up every day.
Yeah, burgers are fire.
Yeah,
We're the fucking MD food boys right now.
Yeah,
they are on fire.
They are. They just did the hot dog debate the other day.
What'd they say?
What topics? Fucking McLovin likes it plain, obviously.
That's a psychopath move.
Yeah, and most of them just like mustard. One of them like mustard and ketchup, and then Chub Perm is like, I don't get ketchup and mustard. They shouldn't go together. And that was the whole conversation.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm not a big ketchup guy either. The only time I like ketchup is with fries.
Really?
Maybe a little bit on a burger.
The only time I like ketchup's on a hot dog.
Not with fries?
Nope.
Whoa.
I like ranch on my fries.
Yeah, I do too. But I also love ketchup on fries.
Yeah, I don't put ketchup on fries hardly ever.
Wow.
I will if like they forget to ask for ranch. I don't like being like, can I get a side of ranch too, please?
Mm-hmm.
See, here's the thing though. I only like ranch from a restaurant on my fries. I don't like Hidden Valley.
Really?
Because we have Hidden Valley at my house. I don't like Hidden Valley for my fries. Too thick.
Yeah.
I'll go with ketchup all day.
Too sweet.
I've actually started to swap out. I've started to swap mustard out for relish.
Oh yeah, I like relish
because
I don't like mustard though.
I'd like to have all three of them on, but at that point, then it's just like
it's no
longer
flavor.
about the hot dog or the brat. It's just about the liquid on top.
Yeah. Yep.
And I don't want that. You know,
if I have an option for all the toppings, I put all of them on.
I normally do too, and that's when it gets to a point where you should grab a fork.
Okay, since we're full MD food boys right now, thoughts on sauerkraut?
Yeah, I'm for it.
I fucking love sauerkraut.
But see, when they have all the options, I just have to pick maybe three, but usually just two.
Okay, we're at a Red Hawks game. You got that little cart of toppings.
That's exactly what the situation I'm thinking of.
What are you putting on it?
Probably I'm probably going just a little bit of ketchup, a little bit of relish, maybe mustard, probably not though. So ketchup, relish, and then sauerkraut.
Oh, relish and sauerkraut.
Yeah.
Damn.
One's a pickle, one's not.
What about chopped onion?
Fuck yeah. Grilled better than chopped.
For sure.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Yeah. Yeah. But again, I can only go
like,
so
what am I
high.
eating at this point?
Yeah.
What is this?
What am I eating? A salad or tomatoes, pickles? What is sauerkraut? Cabbage?
Yep.
Tomatoes, pickles, cabbage, and onions.
It's just the dog's barely there at that point.
Pretty much, yeah.
The dog went home.
No, I'm one line of ketchup, shit ton of sauerkraut.
Oh, that's it.
Yep.
Okay.
That's my preferred.
God, I wish they had hot dog buns that were similar to like Hot Pockets, to where you could just kind of stuff all your toppings on the inside and then eat it like a Hot Pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, you put too much stuff on it, gets to a point where it just starts.
It's just a sopping, gross mess.
So you want more integrity with your bun.
Yeah, I think so.
Structural integrity.
Yeah.
Chicago dogs, don't they use like pretzel buns for that reason specifically?
It's like a sesame bun.
Yeah. Okay.
But then they also put like hot peppers on top, and
those are fire too.
And like sliced pickle on them.
Those are fire too.
See, what am I eating at this point?
Yeah. I'm not eating a hot dog. I'm having a fucking salad.
I think you just have to get rid of your framework. Like, don't think you're eating a hot dog. Think about you're eating your own creation.
Yeah, you're in a Ryan dog.
Well, and
whatever you want on
right.
it.
If I,
go.
You're not branding it well to yourself. You're not marketing it well to yourself.
Yeah. If there's zero fucks to give, like on that day, I'm gonna flatten the bun out, and then I'm just gonna put everything on, and then I'm just gonna eat it with a fork.
Can't eat with a fork.
Yeah, that's tough. You can't get.
I mean,
You
I'm
can't
not.
do that in public.
You got to do that alone.
You guys,
Don't let people see
ketchup, mustard, relish, sauerkraut,
No.
diced onions.
We get why you're using the fork, but you still can't
You
let
just
people
can't.
see it.
You can't do it.
Well, I'll eat it in the bathroom then.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that's a better move. Don't let people see you eat a hot dog with a fork.
I'll eat it in the bathroom.
Eat the bathroom. Going there anyway after this.
Or sometimes
Yeah, with all the relish
I like to cut my hot dog into pieces and then mix it all up.
and put it in mac and cheese.
No, just eat it out of the boat.
A hot dog bowl.
Yeah. Pretty much what it becomes.
We could market that to drunk white girls. A hot dog bowl.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, for sure.
You just mash it up like the fucking hibachi chefs.
Yep.
Because I think some might get self-conscious eating a hot dog with males around.
Could,
So
yeah.
it's like if you market it as a bowl,
I didn't
then they're
think of that.
sold on
Yeah.
it, you know?
And then you throw an avocado in there, it's game over.
Game over.
It's fucking GO. It's go time. It's game over
A
time.
fucking guac on in your hot dog bowl.
Mm-hmm. Game over for the ladies.
Yeah, now we're kind of just talking like, build your own hot dog. Right.
I'm changing my answer from a couple weeks ago. That's my food truck idea. Hot dog bowls.
There you go.
Maybe we'll do it in a hot dog bun bread bowl.
Kind of like a Panera thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, if you want more You Betcha Radio, you got to check out our Patreon. You got to go to patreon.com/YouBetchaRadio or look us up on the app, and we have hundreds of hours of other episodes on there that you can't get unless you're signed up. So you got to check us out on Patreon. You Betcha Radio, baby.